Good morning. I thought today I would take you along with me to show you how I set up a book tasting for the library and tell you how easy it is and that you should totally do it too. But first things first, we have to crack open a 240 milligram caffeine Rockstar because it's that kind of day. Watermelon kiwi. That's pretty good. So I wanted to show you this activity because I have to reset it up today anyway. Honestly, this is my last day of doing this. I've done this off and on for a month now, but I have to reset the tables every single day to make it look nice and kind of also reset them between every single class period. So basically what I did is I made these. I say I made them. Actually, the lady that helps me and works in my office with me made these because she knows how to use Adobe stuff and I don't, or I'm not very good at it, like in design. So anyway, this says Book Bistro like in the background there. And then we put one of every genre on the table. So there's at least 8 books on each table. We have our genres labeled right here on the side, on the spine. So I try to put at least one of each genre. I try to pick some newer books, some older books, some popular books, some not as popular books, just kind of a little smattering of everything. And I bought these little platters as well as these little gold buckets at Walmart really, really cheaply. Obviously with school funds. I actually got to take the school credit card and do a little shopping with those. So that was fun. Then I also made this. I just made this on a Google Doc and it's like a little fake Yelp review sheet. So basically what students do is as they finish a book tasting, which is usually 2 minutes, I usually only time them 2 minutes because I've discovered that if you give them longer, they get really, really off task. So I know 2 minutes is not long to preview a book, but it's enough for them to read the plot synopsis and maybe the inside back cover. That's what I tell them to do. I tell them to, read this. I tell them to read this, or at least skim it. I tell them to look here. I tell them to see, how many pages are in it, what the font size is, just to see how long it's going to take to read it. Maybe how it's organized, like are there sections, are there chapters? I also tell them to look at the beginning and see if there's anything, interesting here. Like this little foreword by James Patterson. They might read that during that 2 minutes. And here's a little quote they could read. And then this one just goes right into it. Oh, and then pictures. Ooh, so I might even flip ahead and see if there are more pictures or something. But I tell them to do all that during those 2 minutes to get a feel for the book and see if it's something they might enjoy. I also tell them to branch out of their comfort zone and try a genre that they would never normally try. Like for me, I never read historical fiction. So I would probably branch out and try to taste that book. And then when they finish their 2 minutes and the timer goes off, they just fill out this really quick little review. And I tell them if they give it 4 or 5 stars, that maybe that is a book they actually consider checking out. And here's the back. It's cute. And this little symbol, we also cut that out and we put it on these little jars. My TAs one year made these for me. I went and got all the supplies and just was like, here, make something cute. And so they did that. And I buy these on Amazon. I have a whole box of them that I just keep handy right here for replacing them because unfortunately they do get broken or lost throughout the day. So I have 8 tables set up like this. We didn't have enough tablecloths for the back one. These are actually the prom tablecloths. I borrowed them from the lady that is in charge of prom. She said she wouldn't mind at all if I use these, which is awesome. And yeah, so I have to reset the tables every day, and every day we have to turn the candles off and on, and then we turn the lights off, and I sit up here. And I think it's important that I also preview books. So I do it too. I grab a book each round and preview the book myself as well. So the best part is, of course, I have a lot of TAs to help me. If you don't have manpower, this could be a little bit more difficult because you have to reset the table so frequently because books are getting checked out. In fact, I'd say that this is my most frequently checked out kind of like activity. So when we watch book trailers, not as many books get checked out because students are just passively staring at the screen. But when we do this, I feel like students are actually, they're active with the book, they're engaged with it, they're keeping it open the whole time. I tell them if for some reason they've previewed everything that they can look at in the book, but the timer has still not gone off, then they should read the first paragraph, see if it intrigues them. So the whole point is that they have to stay active, engaged with the book, and then decide if it could be a book for them. And I find that sometimes as many as half of the class checks out a book from this activity, which I would call definitely a huge success. That is way more, like I said, than when I do book trailers. Having the manpower, the TAs to help me reset the tables, fold the papers, put them in the buckets. Like today I have as many as possibly 12 kids per table because I'm doing it 3 times today and there could be 4 people per table. So we just need 12 papers in every bucket. We need to turn on the candles right before they come. I do just ask the students to turn off the candles at the end of the day, and I have the students stack all their books very neatly, or I tell them to make sure it's kind of neat and on their tables when the activity is finished. So today is my last day doing doing it. Wish me luck. Like I said, I found that it's very successful. Honestly, the most time-consuming part of this is choosing the books, because I like to choose books for the specific classes if I can. Like today it's freshmen. A lot of them don't like to read, but there's one honors class coming today who there are a lot of readers in there. So just really kind of thinking about what they want to read, that really helps get the books checked out better, obviously. So thanks guys for watching this short little video. If you have any questions about how I do the book tastings, just let me know. Oh, I forgot the other thing. We switch halfway through. So I have them fill out 3 at one table and taste 3 books at one table. And then I actually have them get up and switch tables just to give them, honestly, to keep them engaged. And because a lot of them really do only read certain genres, even though I tell them to branch out. So this way, if they switch tables, they have, you know, more books in that same genre that they actually enjoy, and then maybe a better chance of finding something. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Good luck with your own book tasting if you try it. I highly recommend it because, like I said, it gets books checked out more frequently than anything else. So anyway, I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.